Yo, what is going on? It is Thursday, December 11th, 5:46 p.m. And today was a very shitty day from the Nasdaq. Ended up taking no trades. I got no entries, and I kind of want to talk about something that I think I realized that I don't know if I should be upset or not about. Hold on, I got a burp, but it's not coming out. Damn, that bitch ass burp. Oh shit. Okay, so coming into today, I actually was bearish because if we take a look over here, we had a big overnight, slash overnight dump, and then we kind of continued up. And when we continued up, what did we do on this continuation up? I believe we tagged into OTE it was. So let's double check that. Shit. Bro, get this little ass shit from the bottom away from me. Oh shit. Hold on, I did this wrong. Yeah, as you can see, we were sitting by that golden pocket OTE range. What I wanted to see now, because market open was right there. So what I wanted to see was us come up, take data high, take this 8:30 news, which we had unemployment claims today. So I wanted to see us come up, take this 8:30 news high and these high time frame equal highs, 15-minute equal highs, SMT with it, and then get something down. Probably TP at the bottom of these equal lows. So something that would have been like this. Something idealistically like this. Probably TP at the first equal lows because the RR would have been a lot. Yeah. But as you can see, we just fucking poured. Like, we started off dumping up, and I was willing to take a long off of this if we had like gone to inverse, because we had the internal SMT, the external SMT. The reason why I didn't end up taking this one was because of how small the gap was, and I believe on M and Q we actually did not even have a gap here. I don't know, it was just like, it was such a small gap after like that I was just like, nah, I'm not taking this first inverse. I'll wait for a little bit more structure. Oh no, we did inverse it on both. It was just so tiny, and I just wanted to see more structure, especially after a big ass dump like this. I didn't think that was a Judas. Even so, I would have waited for something a little bit higher time frame. We would have had, yeah, we could have inversed this 2-minute waiting on, which is probably what I was waiting on, the 2-minute. That's what it was. Yep, I was waiting on this 2-minute to just pump up inverse. We had that. But as you can see, we didn't get it. And after that accumulation, that fake out inverse, we just fucking poured the fuck down. Here's where it got tricky, because this is where I was wanting to take a trade, and I actually did not take a trade. So as you can see, we're SMT'd with London low at the moment, and we just continue to blow through London low, but we get no retracements to any gaps. If we take a look at the 5-minute chart, we get no retracements to any of these two gaps that it took to get down. And excuse me. What I wanted to see was a retracement into this 5-minute and an inverse out as we go on my trading view, because I was checking the risk. It would have been this, would have been risking 8 cons for that, right? Beautiful trade. We just continue to rip back up off of nothing. We rejected literally off nothing. We pumped 85 points under the London low. So I'm thinking, okay, retracement. I didn't want to just take this inverse because we're 85 points away from the London low. It takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes to inverse, and we're literally a couple points away from Asia. And I want to see us come up, tag this 5, and then get this inverse right here. I wanted to see this inverse right here, go break even once we do inverse this 1-minute gap, and call it a day. This is the trade that I idealistically wanted to see. But rejecting off of but fuck nothing, we pump up and we pump up. I still was willing to take shorts up until about right here. This is when I was like, all right, bro, I'm back to the long bias. We come up. Oh shit, my bad, I tooted it. And we still leave this 5. We left no equal highs. And then we come down and we tag this lower 5 that we left. I wanted longs off of this, but as you can see, what do we have? No gap. No fucking gap. And I was willing to take this inverse right here. I was willing to take, yeah, this inverse. Were we SMT'd right here? No, we weren't. I think we were actually, yeah, we were SMT'd right here. We were SMT'd right here. So I was willing to take this inverse right here, this candle inverse, to the upside. Go break even at the 5-minute, just to this internal buy side. Because what did I say I was willing to do? More internal trades. Actually, no, I probably would have ran it to this 5-minute. If I'm being honest, because I would have think we would have just started pumping back up. I probably would have ran it to the 5-minute. I know myself. And we get nothing. And then we just shit the bed down. It's a nice dump down. And then we come back up. And then and then by 11 o'clock, after this candle, I don't know. I was just like, I'm good. Like, I don't know what the fuck this candle was. We get this inverse that we couldn't even have taken to the downside because I wouldn't have been mad at taking this trade if I even did take this trade, because we were SMT'd with the high of this high volume candle, whatever the fuck it was. But the inverse would have never gone filled as it closed 20 points below, and then we would have ran that low. So yeah, just honestly not a good day for me at all. Like there was nothing for me to take. So that was the whole day in like a complete review. As you can see, there was nothing idealistically that I find myself taking, not even on eval. Nothing was daunting enough. Nothing called my name, not even on eval. Now, what I did say at the beginning that I wanted to talk about shortly was how I feel like my discipline is something that kind of is good and bad in a way, to the point where like I don't even like, I kind of like force myself to not want to take like the lower quality setups on eval, and then I also force myself to fade away on funded. It's a game that I'm it's a not a game, I'm sorry. It's an issue that I'm battling back and forth like this, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but I'm getting better. It's really starting to click, and I feel as though by the end of this month to January, I'm going to be a completely fucking different trader, and I promise you, life is going to change, Nick. When you look back at this, life is going to change. I'm confident as fuck right now. Like, I know this is going to work, bro. I don't give a fuck. I don't, and if it doesn't work, guess what? There's no if it doesn't, because I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm going to make this shit work. I don't give a fuck how many hardships I got to go through. I'm going to make this shit work. Now's the time for me to make this shit work. Not when I'm 28, have responsibilities out the ass and all that. When I'm 20, I'm still in school, still thankfully living with my parents, thankfully not full of bills. This is the time for me to make this shit work. This is the time I'm going to make it work. By the time I'm 21, I promise you guys that life is going to be different. So, yeah, that was about it. And one thing I want to say, because if you even watch my video today, my boy, you know who you are. Never quit. Seriously, I don't give a fuck how hard it gets. You genuinely can do it. It's a mindset thing. Never allow yourself to lose that mental battle. At the end of the day, it's you versus you. And truly, you can do any fucking thing in the world that you put your mind to. You just have to believe in yourself. And I know times are going to get rough. I know it's going to be hard. It's not meant to be easy. You're just being tested. And I want you to pass that test. I don't want you to give up and fail that test. I want you to continue pushing. I don't give a fuck how hard it is. Even if, you know, aside from my boy, I don't want to name call, but you know who you are, bro. If you even tune in today. Yeah. You're getting tested. God's testing you. And I don't give a fuck how hard it is, even to those of you that I don't know. Sorry, I kind of lost my track. I believe in you. Because anybody in the world can do anything that they put their mind to. And you will be successful at it as long as you continue to work. Never fucking quit, bro. I don't care how hard it gets. I know it's gonna hurt. I know it's painful. I know quitting is what makes sense in those moments. But if you truly want to be successful, if you truly want to be that person you dream of being, that vision in your head is given to you for a reason. It's because you can accomplish it. That vision is not going to be given to you if you can't accomplish it. So go out there and get it. Never give up, bro. I promise you, no matter how hard it gets, it's going to be worth not giving up. You're going to look back on those moments where you said you were giving up, where you did give up for a time, and you're going to be thankful that you just kept going. So if you want to quit, bro, just understand that you're failing yourself. You're wasting your own potential. Never short yourself. I talked about this previously. You know, never short yourself. Never hold yourself back. You can be so much greater than you know, and you just got to continue to work. Because truly, anything in this world, I'm sorry if I sound like a fucking broken record, is fucking possible. So basically, I like the way my dad puts it. It's like, if God created everything on this earth, and he's your father, essentially, why can't you have it? It's there for you to obtain. Joel Osteen once talked about a guy who would like to sum it all up. They were like, in mountains in Hawaii and shit, looking at nice houses, and the guy was like, oh, that's a beautiful home, like I can never own that. And other guys told him, you're right, with that mindset you never will. If you take a look at what that guy said, he said, that's a beautiful home, I will never be able to own something like that. Why think like that? That's the, why am I losing my words? That's the fixed mindset. That's the fixed mindset. I've talked about fixed mindset a lot in my life, even before I started trading, but yeah, that's the fixed mindset, is to hold yourself down. Kind of, you see one thing happening, you just stick with that. Like one negative thing, not a positive. One negative thing happening, and you just ride out, and you just stick with that, and you allow that to take you over, and force you to allow failure to enter your life, opposed to seeking a solution and seeking better. So yeah, I went on a long ass ramble. So yeah, I keep saying so. Yeah, I need to stop. But just continue pushing, bro. I don't care how hard it gets because I believe in you. And if you need to reach out to me, reach out. I don't care if it's through the comments, and then we just go from there, or anything. Just reach out, bro. I'm willing to talk to anybody about anything it is. And if you just need that little conversation to keep you going, just please reach out. All right. Got goals for this week. Haven't accomplished any of them. So let's try to get them done tomorrow, man. Peace out. Peace, love, positivity.